Gaffer, how do you sum tonight up?
Well, disappointing is not a strong enough word, is it, to sum it up? But obviously, yeah, not completely not what we wanted, obviously, from Saturday. Wanted a response. We knew the way they would play. We tried setting up to try and stop them playing the way they played because they're such a possession-based team. But yeah, we just made some terrible decisions at times and obviously got punished for it. So yeah, look, we've got to, I know what I'm feeling right now, but we've got to watch it back to analyse it and just realise how the distances got big at certain moments and led to conceding 4 goals at home against any team. It don't matter what division you're in, you're never going to win a game of football. Scoring 2 goals at home should be enough to get you minimum a point against most teams. But yeah, conceding 4 goals as a collective, that's not defence. That's defence for the last ones defending it and goalkeeper. That's as a collective.
Not running a few games in, but do you feel things just aren't going our way at the moment, or quite simply we're just not performing?
Look, a little bit of everything. Obviously, we was doing stuff on Friday with a team to play, and then Josh got injured. Eastie's gone up for the head that's led to the second goal, I think it is, and done his hamstring. Otherwise, Eastie heads that ball, and they end up scoring for that. So it was a bit of a disappointment as well. But yeah, I've got to find the reasonings for the injuries because I inherited loads last year when I come in, and yeah, we haven't done anything different now. We're normally doing pre-season. I don't know. We just got to look at everything because we're getting far too many injuries, far too many players missing. You know, Kingy's already out, Hilly's out, Josh being out, now Eastie getting injured tonight. Connors was completely different. That was an impact onto his leg, but yeah, we've got to find out the reasons for why we're getting these because it's obviously killing the structure. But Tabb ended up coming back after an ACL and playing 90 minutes in midfield and then going into the defensive unit. But that was never ever the plan for tonight. He's probably been rushed back as well. So got to be careful with him now because I don't want him to get injured. But he definitely weren't meant to play 90 minutes tonight, which is a bit of a. We're just having a look at him on Thursday.
Speaking about Tabb there, he got his first league starts in September. How do you think he done?
Yeah, look, brilliant. And considering he's been out for so long and then in that midfield area, and then obviously when Eastie's gone off, the only option was to move him back into the defence, obviously, because Kingy would obviously be our backup for that, and then probably Josh, if he's fit, would probably be an option to go into the defensive line as well. So yeah, look, you know, there's lots of negatives tonight, but the fact that Tabb has come back and played that 90 minutes in 2 different positions for us, which we know he can do, that's why he's so adaptable for us. Yeah, look, I'm pleased for him, but obviously beyond that tonight I'm thinking of other things.
You said we tried to come up with a game plan to stop Gateshead playing, so we did have a bit of a change of shape before the match. What interested you in starting with that shape? And, well, my second question on that was, how is Tom Eastman?
Well, Eastie we don't know, but look, Eastie, if I know someone well enough by now, he ain't going to come off unless he really, really has to. I think he was feeling at the end of the first half, so I asked him about half-time, he was all right, but I don't know whether he's going up for that header at that moment just made it worse, I don't know. But like I'm saying, if you had that option to put someone else on maybe at half-time, maybe I would have done that, so maybe it's a thing to look at for us. But yeah, look, we knew that they would play possession-based team. I know people would have been frustrated, but as soon as you go and try and rush to play to go to their goalkeeper, then they just play it around you with the way they play because that's the way they do things. So we tried having a compact midfield to go and press them, to try and get after them, not to be negative, to try and go and get after the football. And at the early part of the game, it was building and working. I don't know whether it was a few moments where they got beyond it, and obviously the first goal. But then, yeah, going 2-0 down and get yourself back into it with a mistake by then getting to 2-1, there was a lift and feeling that you could get back into the game, and then pretty much straight away they scored from that third one. It's probably my most disappointing one, the third one, especially it was a throw-in for them. We could have locked him in, we let him get out the other way. The lads bent it in the bottom corner. Yeah, so then that was the moment that you really go, we'd obviously made some attacking changes at that point where the shape completely changed. It was more like a 4-2-4 at that point, and you know that they might get him beyond you. That led to the other goal. And I know Charlie got one back late in the game, but just, you know, it's too little too late at that point. So look, all in all, we have to be honest and say whatever formation we tried to play tonight didn't work because we lost the game of football. The intentions were right in it, and the application to try and make it work. You know, we had Monday to go through it and talk about it and try and get it right for tonight, but clearly it wasn't right. Or it might have been whatever formation we played tonight. Don't know. But I just said to him in just leaving and coming in to speaking to you, it's 3 games into the season. It's not the start that any of us wanted. Of course it wasn't. You know, after the disappointment of the game on Saturday, but we played probably Altrincham, one of the most possession-based teams in the league. Southend, same, and then Gateshead tonight. Probably Gateshead every game have the highest possession in the opposition. Probably will be come the end of the season. But we're going to different fixtures now, different ones. Maidenhead are a completely different test in that respect, in terms of it's more of a physical battle, and you know, trying to stop their threats that they have in wide areas and a big front man and stuff like that. So. Yeah, the two games that we've had at home and losing them in a possession-based team will be different to the threats that we face moving forward. But have to stick to better together, have to do better. That's all of us. That's not just the players, that's me as the manager and the coaching staff. We have to help the boys to get better at certain things, because I don't ever want to have that feeling standing on the touchline at the end of the game, and I certainly don't want to be conceding 4 goals at home, because it's just a recurrence of what happened last year, conceding too many goals. And we took some of them, haven't got them attacking players that we had in the team that maybe led to them goals for the team last year, and maybe scored few more goals because of them attacking threats, but we should be more solid behind the ball now with the type of players that we have and the way we've had to do things over the summer. So yeah, look, we've got to dust down, hurt as anything right now. Obviously I'm sure every person here watching it is angry and frustrated like I am. But I have to be the one that has to be calm and try and get things right and speak to people how I'd want to be spoken to, help people get better, discuss things and get ready for Saturday, because no one's going to feel sorry for us. No one's going to go, oh, no, it doesn't work like that. We've got to be better on Saturday, try and win the game at Maidenhead.
Finally, Ben, you just spoke on Maidenhead, how they're a lot different team to probably all 3 that we've faced so far. How does this week of training lead into that look for us? Do we just reset and focus on ourselves, or are we going into that game on Saturday with game plan?
Yeah, no, look, we've got to focus on ourselves. We're always going to focus on what we could do better. Within games, you have to respect the opposition and try and stop them playing a certain way. And look, people will say to me, if you'd have had 2 up front and 2 wide players really high, you might have caused them more problems, or we might have been really open like what we was at the back end of the game. We was stretched open. Every time they got beyond it, they looked like they was going to score. But yeah, we've got to focus on ourselves. You know, we're going to have to obviously assess it tomorrow, leading into Thursday, how a few of the players are with the injuries and stuff like that. And look, we've got a small squad. There's no getting away from it. I think people can understand how I've had to do things over the summer and what we've had to do with the squad. But what I was talking about in the summer was making sure that we didn't have injuries, that we have a close-knit together group, that we don't have injuries. And within 3 games at the start of the season, back end of pre-season, Hilly obviously felt his groin in a game away at Wickham, Kingy obviously hamstring at Northwood, and then the boys leading into the games that we've had. So it's just, right now we've got to get them boys back fit. Once they're back fit, we've got a strong group again. But at the moment there's too many important players missing in certain areas that's going to affect us obviously. But look, that's part of the job. That's part of it. That's football. You get injuries. That's opportunities for other people. It's how them people respond to them opportunities, and that's the best time for it. You know, Tabb's playing tonight. Maybe it was a little bit ahead of schedule, but it's an opportunity for him, and he's took it. And that's what we got to do. We've got to focus on ourselves on Thursday, see how the injuries are, obviously assess everything, and then get ready to go to Maidenhead.